right, listen up.
Riding the waves of sirens and lights, we're breaking the news, taking on the fights. Iceman's in charge, the truth at the core. Holster up, free bird and box, ready for more. Tune in, long gone, feel the thrill, uncensored and real. It's the realest of wheels. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. From the streets to the studio, laughter ignites. Unfiltered, we chat about wrongs and rights. Criminal tales with a twist of the funny. In the chaos of badges, we take the money. In midweek madness, we own the scene. With the wit of the wise, we reign supreme. Motor Cop Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. Chronicles, turn it up loud. The fun never ends, we're drawing a crowd. In your face, raw, unapologetically free. The funniest long talk, just come ride with me. Come ride with gear, let's hit the ground running. With the Motor Cop Chronicles, the laughter's just stunning.
Listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with.
Cars for a parking problem.
You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
Good afternoon, you beautiful people. Just wait for it. Hit him with the hose.
I'm never going to get used to it because of that fucking delay. hate that we have to do this for stupid people.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. This site is for educational purposes only.
That it would I was actually on time tonight. I think we'd have some more people show.
Fucking Iceman just fell in love with Holstera so much he wanted two of us.
Damn, son.
Two of you. Where's two of you?
Me and Holster would kind of look alike a little bit.
God, poor people.
You got these handsome dudes with fucking beards and ball caps and almost the identical glasses.
Yeah. I got more child molester looking glasses on.
I got the Bubbles glasses, Trailer Park Boys.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, you're a Trailer Park boy.
I'm not a child molester.
Well,
I was just kidding.
Well,
I think they should redo it, but in America, not fucking Canada.
Free Bird was supposed to be here, but he got tied up with some shit. So he's not going to be here. So you just get my handsome face and these two ugly fucks right here. So hope everybody's been having a good week. We did an extra. Me and Jimmy Boy did an extra one yesterday. Popped on there for a little bit. I had all kind of fucking technical difficulties. Thank God we're not having it tonight. We're gonna get. What's up, Kelly? We're gonna get the housekeeping out the way. Of course, if anybody like a great cigar, go to mypatriotcigar.com. Use promo code MotorCop15, get 15% off your order. You order anything over $100, you will get free shipping. If you want any merch like this shirt I got on, you can read it. These letters here, and it says "fuck you." That's all on my Etsy store. You get it at MotorCopChronicles.com. They got all the links to everything on there, or you just go to Etsy store, Motorcop Chronicles. And what else have we got? If you want more Motorcop Chronicles, you can join the Patreon and get all kind of stuff on there. I actually plan on putting something out tonight, hopefully, if I have time. It seems like I'm always rushing and always running out of time. I do have a lot of stuff on there. Now, the only hands hadn't been doing as good. I mean, I only had one person on there, and that was Roy P. And you know how he's.
It freaks people out when I tell them I actually have a Feet Finder account where I try to sell my feet pics. You know, I've never even had anybody inquire.
Do you really? That's just nasty. Nobody wants to look. I bet you.
I just did.
Ugly ass
people
fucking
are like, I'll
feet,
sell
don't
feet
you?
pics. I'm like, well, I'll fucking try. I even put up fake pictures.
I bet you got some ugly ass feet, don't you?
No.
I'm willing to bet your feet are just fucking horrible.
I played hockey for a long time, so my feet look like shit, dude. My feet are all cramped up.
No, I doubt that. I doubt you got pretty feet. But anyway, let's shout out.
Looking at the camera.
I'm going to shout out our Patreons. We got CHP Road Dogs, a full crew member. The newest one we got our one of our favorite all times is she's always on here. Hang around, Miss Stacy McClendon. We got Kelly Meyer. We got Mr. Jared Nitrous, Motor Cop from Life. We got Mr. William Gibo, which I'm surprised ain't here already. He's usually waiting on us. We got Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Y'all go check him out. Makes a great cutting board. You can chop your food up with it, or if a bad guy breaks in, you can smack him in the face with that motherfucker.
Improvised weapon.
And then if your kids are being bad, you can whip their ass with that. And then if you're really feeling frisky, bring it to the bedroom and have a little naughty time with the wife. We got T-Bird. We got our favorite truck driver, Mr. Hoppy Hopson. We got Blake Walker. We got A.A. Ron from the I'd Say It podcast. Y'all check him out. Mr. Z Palmer. JoJo, our favorite Australian girl. Kayla Norris and Natasha A. from the great state of Washington. Appreciate y'all helping me pay the bills. Like I said, y'all want the extra, you can join up. If not, I'm still putting free shit out. So, y'all got anything else to add to this?
No.
Nope.
It don't sound like it.
Roy's Corner.
Yeah, well, you see, Billy wasn't here to
Bill
tell us.
here.
So we got Roy's Corner. I do have both of them tonight. Roy P. did get to call in. And
There's my chat.
But let's jump into see what Roy Spalding has to tell us more useless information.
Welcome to Roy's Did You Know Corner, where Roy will let us know something that is totally useless, and we will have information living in our minds, rent-free for no good reason at all. So shut the fuck up and listen to what Roy has to tell us. Did you know that keeping a strong social life can lead to significantly improved memory in old age? But I don't understand why I had a very strong social life in my 20s, but I can't remember half of it. I will just plead the fifth on that. Roy out.
Mm-hmm. Don't do drugs, people. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Well, we
Unless
know
they're free. If they're free.
Don't listen. Don't listen.
Or
to him.
prescribed by a doctor.
So
Yeah.
we know Roy P's been having a time of it. He didn't make it in last week. I think maybe he fell in love. Let's jump over there and do y'all remember the one we picked out for him last week?
I don't think I was involved.
That was week before last. We picked her out. Her.
Is this New Girl? Yeah, there you go, the blow up dog.
That's the one we picked out a couple weeks ago, and he didn't have to bond her out.
My butthole looked like that once after a long night of drinking.
She got some blunt force trauma to the lips.
But he didn't have to bond her out. I just saw it and put her up there. That's who we picked. So before we get into the other ones, we're gonna have to find out how his date went with Lippy McLipperson here. So let's. He did call in, and leave a message. Let's see what he had to say about it before we get into the other one.
Hey, y'all, Roy P. here. Yep, that is right. I am back. Y'all sure outdid y'all self a few weeks ago. At least I did save some money since I did not have to bond her out. I will say she had some very big lips, and she knew how to use them also. I never felt nothing like it before. I thought one of those suckerfish had gotten a hold of me. I don't like to complain since y'all work so hard finding me this women to go on dates with, but I must ask. Please, can we make sure they do not have large dicks? Yes, y'all heard me. After Selena the suckerfish finished giving me the best blowjob of my life, I have only had like 2, but it was the best. I wanted to hit that shit. Well, Selena said it was her turn to get off and pulled out this 9.5-inch dick. Selena said either blow me or bend over. Well, I did not want to taste or feel a dick in my mouth, so she bent me over very aggressively and stuck her big clit dick in me. I call it that so I don't feel so violated. I will say that from the butt plug and Skittles trauma, it did not hurt to bad. Just please make sure the next ones are 100% woman. And I am not gay. Stop laughing at me.
Sounds like a bad night. That was a bad night.
Well, as a bro code, it's not my job to reach up their skirt for you, buddy. You should have tested.
Well, I mean,
You can see it sticking through the dress, bro.
I don't know, maybe it was tucked. I don't know.
If it was that big, you can't tuck that.
Well, let me tell you what. Roy does drive a PT Cruiser with 22-inch gold rims on it and flames. Okay, so that's all I gotta say.
All right.
I mean, that's all I gotta say, right? So anyway, here are the 3 shorties for this week. We got this lovely lady with the neck tattoo. She is in jail for aggravated battery. So
number 2 is mine.
Well, you jumping the gun here. Can I finish?
No, it's
first?
all right.
I like number 1. She's kind of hot.
We got number 1. She's got a little ethnic look to her.
She's kind of trailer park looking.
We got number 2. She's got that.
Trailer park look.
Oh yeah, they're the best though, man. You know that.
She's got that black dyed hair. She got arrested for battery and touching or striking people.
Damn.
She looks like somebody that would hit you.
Yeah, viciously.
And then number 3. We got her here, and she just got arrested for being drunk.
She looks like a DW.
So, she might be a party girl. I don't know. This one's got the little leather top on though, so maybe she's into that.
That might not be a girl either. That might be a dude. I think that one in the middle might be a dude.
I don't see it.
If number 2's a dude, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. So we don't have a whole lot of people in here yet. Tell us who y'all pick. Holster done pick number 2. Who you picking there, Jim?
I'm taking number 1.
Got number 1. Mm-hmm. What about y'all in the chat over there? Or which one do y'all think Roy needs to go out with? 1, 2, or 3?
Looks like my nephew's wife. I'll just send a picture of her.
Maybe it is her.
His wife it might be.
Take a picture.
Waiting. Kelly said life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Jim says number 2. Trent says number 2. So
There's my dog right there, Trent Allen.
So it looks like we're so far we get number 2. Who you liking, Kelly? Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Number 2's in the lead right now. We got 1 vote for number 1 and 3 for number 2. Number 3, she's just shit out of luck. She's going to go drink some more Red Bull and
she's not
fucking
drunk enough
whatever.
yet.
She's not drunk enough.
No.
So Kelly's got number 2 too. So it's looking like number 2 is the winner. So we're gonna have to find out how that goes. She just had the little leather top on. Roy, all I can say is be careful. And we're just hoping that she's a 100% girl. So we'll have to come back next Wednesday to find out how the date went. And
the only one way to find out, you know that, right?
So yeah, well, Roy's always trying, and it don't always work out for Roy. He has some bad luck when it comes to prison shorties. I'm telling you. So
I'm loving the way everybody played along this time. That's great.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So it's just great. So we're gonna get into the stories. We're gonna have to share. We're gonna have to share Freebirds because he didn't make it.
I didn't read his, so
Who's taking number 1?
I will. Did you read or I got a video. Let's watch the video.
I took the last one. Yeah.
Let's watch the video. I got a video. Basically, they got a 4-year-old. Then he was very upset. I could take it to him or she. I don't know. It's 4-year-old child is very upset.
Ice cream
with his mama.
Called fucking police.
Called 911 on his mom and wants the mom arrested. Why? Because you don't fuck with a child's ice cream.
The fact that they called the police and didn't stab the mom is surprising.
Hello, this is Racine County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
My mom is being bad.
Okay. What's going on?
She's on 911.
Come and get my mommy.
Okay, what's going on?
Come get my mommy.
Do you know your...
Hello.
Hi, what's going on over there?
Oh, this little one got the phone, and he's 4.
Okay.
And we're trying to catch him because he said he was going to call 911.
No, I just called the police, and I just told her to come and get my mommy. And I just told her, and I just told her to get my mommy, and I just told her
come get her.
Put her to jail.
Take her to jail.
I ate his ice cream, so that's probably why he's calling 911. Okay.
That's the weakest link right there, that kid. You know that, right?
So let me, for anybody that's listening that don't know, the mom says, look, the kid's playing on the phone, call 911, everything's okay. Well,
yeah, but what if mama stabbed dad? And it was like, the kid was like, the mom's being bad.
But
I know.
But when you called 911, don't matter if you tell them it was by accident, but dial.
They're still coming.
They coming, baby.
We have to show up. Okay, we have to show up because somebody could be lying. Have to show up to make sure everything is code 4 on the scene, and so the police they're going to come.
Yep.
So this is the cops showing up.
Don't need police, fire, or rescue?
No.
No? Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and disregard. Can I just have you confirm your address, and can I get your name, please? Okay, we'll go ahead then and disregard if you don't need police, fire, or rescue.
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Knock.
And then they proceeded to beat that child to death right before these officers arrived.
How much you guys want to bet the kid cries when she sees the cop?
I already saw the video because I'm not going to.
Okay, I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna bet that the kid cries.
Maybe, especially if they said you could go to jail.
Yeah, you go to jail. Mom's going to jail. Yep.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, it's the police.
Yeah. Dang, what the police doing here?
What you do? Did you call the police?
Yeah.
Why?
Tell my mommy.
Why do you want mommy to go to jail?
Bitch ate my ice cream.
She wasn't even crying, dude. She doesn't care.
Nah, it's
Why
cold.
is she being bad to you?
She feels the injustice.
Of not having the ice cream.
Right.
What's she doing to you?
keep on Jimmy.
Nah, see, as a parent, that's already too much.
Because you didn't get ice cream yet.
I didn't get ice cream.
So is that why you're upset?
Yeah, that's why I didn't get it.
That's why I did it. Yeah.
It's so hard to yell at them.
Taser.
So no calling 911 unless it's a real emergency, okay?
What do you call for?
I ate his ice cream.
You ever had somebody eat your fucking ice cream when you
I mean,
thought
do you like people eating your ice
You
cream?
ain't never get no fucking ice cream now. You're ice cream banned.
I agree.
No ice cream for you ever, little child.
Ever.
Well, it really wasn't his ice cream. We had 2 ice creams.
It wasn't even his ice cream.
What are you doing?
Who called, the big one or the little one?
To open my ice cream. And
The 4-year-old.
He thought it was his.
Yeah, the little one's like a toddler.
Yeah.
And she's about to be 2.
Your munchkin like that walking around.
And she's about to be 2.
Look, that baton. She's got a bat. She's gonna hit her mama. She took my rocky road.
White?
Vanilla?
Some vanilla? Do they have anything in it?
Damn, she said my ice cream's white like you.
So tell Mom she's got to get you some ice cream and sprinkles now.
She did say that? She said the ice cream's white like her?
No, she said the ice cream's white.
I'm sorry, y'all.
So anyway, like I said, this goes on for a while, but you know, there's Mom. They I don't think they cuffed Mom, did they?
No.
Look, they put handcuffs
they did.
on
It
Mama.
looks like they are.
Look, they put they cuffing her.
They probably made her cry when this happened.
No, hell no, the kid's helping.
She's helping her. Man, she's a demon seed, bro.
Yeah, she ain't got your back, Mom.
She ain't
She's
got your
not
back.
got your back whatsoever.
She can't be trusted.
No, she's gonna take you out, flush the weed.
That's a kid you got to sleep with one eye open.
Yeah.
Headlight will read
Now you got her
tomorrow
in jail.
morning
Now what
that,
are you
you
gonna
know,
do?
officer corrupted a
See,
young black
not
youth.
fun, right?
Do these get smaller?
I can't believe they did that.
I could definitely escape from these.
They're not comfortable
It's
at
just,
all.
you ain't supposed to say that.
Don't say that. Yeah, if you want to escape, you want to keep that to yourself.
These are real comfortable.
Right here? Go ahead and twist it.
Yeah, don't say they're comfortable either. Be like, man, he's got a lot of room because they can
There
go
you
down
go.
tighter.
Now you gotta do the
I love
See, I don't like
comfortable
those.
handcuffs.
Are those hinge cuffs? I don't like those.
I don't like them either, but
Okay.
You okay?
So now she doesn't need to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So you scared her enough, right? You taught her a lesson? Okay.
Yeah, I taught her a lesson.
Did Mom spank you because you threw a spoon at her?
No, I didn't even get to spank
So
them.
you
Just call police before she can spank her.
Wow, you are the boss of the household.
so anyway, I'm glad though the child, you know, they did all that, and so the child won't be scared when the mom was good about it
I
and
think
stuff
this
like
guy will
that.
be emboldened now because they played along.
Yeah, she's gonna fucking
I
think
was
it's a
a kid,
game.
got to show up and scare the ever-living fuck out of you. They take you out of the house, put you in the fucking car for a few minutes, you know, and you're back there and you're like, oh shit.
Oh, you think that's
Like,
what
you
it
know
is?
what
Anyway, that was a sweet little story.
Yeah.
So number
You should
two,
like it, Trent.
Hey, Trent. Oh, so number 2, we got 4 LA County jail deputies attacked by a group of inmates. So these guys were transporting 12 inmates with one deputy from one
What
point in
the
the jail
fuck?
to the other. And he went to move one of the guys aside, and they attacked him. They kicked his ass, stabbed him, knocked him out, stabbed him in the head. 4 other deputies, or there was 4 deputies total. They all went to the hospital. I don't understand that, man. These guys should have got fucking dusted. But I guess they had an incident before a year ago, kind of similar situation. So the union's speaking out against it, you know, saying how there's safety concerns with how they're doing things, transporting prisoners and stuff. I don't know, 12 on 1, that's a lot. You're outnumbered by quite a bit at 12 on 1. I don't think that would be a safe situation to be transporting people. And are these guys armed? I mean, these guys had a shank.
not
They had a
inside of the prison.
shank. There's 12 of them, and one of them had a shank, and the deputy was stabbed in the head with it. Nobody has a fucking gun. You know, what the fuck's going on here?
well, we talked about earlier, not all transport officers that work in jails are weapon certified.
No, they're not. But if you're going to be doing a transport, like a prisoner transport, you should be.
Well, I mean, they're transport officers. I mean, they're going to be transporting them. Just not all of them are weapon certified. Like where I work at, they're not. They just carry tasers.
Yeah, it says this organized attack on deputy sheriffs by armed inmates inside the jail is an outrage and deserves immediate action by the department, said Thomas Ferguson, union vice president. Los Angeles County is responsible for the world's largest jail system, and the community needs to know the facilities have been neglected to the point where inmates can now pop, quote unquote, some of the doors open at will.
Oh, they got their own keys?
Yeah, they got their own fucking
no
keys,
bueno.
bro.
Fucking shit.
It says in 2023, the Times obtained several surveillance videos from inside the facility showing a long-term pattern of unchecked violence. One video dated 2019 showed a group of men punching and stabbing a fellow inmate for nearly 14 minutes before any staff showed up to intervene.
Wow. Well, it is California.
It is. It's Los
It's
Angeles.
California, so I mean,
home of the body bag.
unfortunately, I mean, I feel sorry for the cops over there
I do
because
too, man.
you know your admin and everybody else, they don't have y'all's back. They're ready to throw you under the bus in a heartbeat and take the criminal side of it. So I mean, I don't know how y'all do the job over there. So I'd say, hey, if you're a cop in California, just be real careful, especially Los Angeles and them big cities like that, because they do have a lot of California that's red. Unfortunately, more populated areas are blue, and that's
kind of way that's the way all blue states are, kind of, unless you get on the East Coast. I mean, you see some of these blue
even
states,
red
mostly
states,
red.
you get the tight cities are usually.
Even here, our state's really red, but you got Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and like Shreveport.
Florida's got Tampa
It's
and
blue.
Miami.
It's blue. So
both liberal cities.
like I said, at least none of them got killed, thank God. So what gets me is part of the story. It says somehow I think there's something nefarious going on here, because in the story I read it said that during this time they were having maintenance done on the cameras.
Yeah,
and
they're like offline.
100 cameras in the prison were like
somebody off.
Someone's trying to kill somebody.
100 cameras were like offline all at the same time. And this happened just to happen
right at the
then.
same time, yeah.
It just happened to happen then.
Retire or resign.
Or was it planned, or did something happen they don't want the public to see or anybody else to see? That's my thing. That's what I think. I'm a conspiracy theory on there. So I just think it's kind of really strange that this happened when all the cameras happened to be.
Why does all the crazy
maintenance.
shit happen when the cameras just?
Right.
Well, it says officials
Kinda
later
weird.
recovered a 5-inch shank that was allegedly hidden in an inmate's boxer shorts. He had a shank in his boxer shorts.
Allegedly. Was it stuck
If
in
it's
his
an
butt?
all-male prison, why don't they just make them all walk around naked 24/7?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because they have female guards there that want to date the prisoners.
They want to get
the female
baby
They
daddy.
want to get baby daddies
Yeah, they
from
want
a
to get
criminal.
baby daddies from the criminals.
Well, why don't they do that fucking saltpeter shit, that food additive that makes you not be able to?
Because that would be cruel and unusual punishment.
What are you talking
I
about,
just
like
think
chemical
that
castration?
No, saltpeters. They put it in the food, and basically, whatever it is, you don't castrate. You just your dick don't get hard.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, there's even some ingredients inside of cigarettes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Regardless, it has a lot to do with the olden days of when you would have morale, a bunch of guys around each other. They didn't want the dudes go running off and fucking each other because they were bored. So they would be
It's like they do in Florida. They do a lot in Florida.
What was
Tampa
it?
area.
Frosted Flakes was created to stop masturbation.
Was it really?
Yeah.
It didn't work. I love to eat Frosted
I love
Flakes and
Frosted Flakes, and I
masturbate.
all the time.
Masturbate.
And
Right.
after I'm done, I
Wow.
like to eat green Jello.
Wow, I'm masturbating.
All right, next we're going over to Texas, to Dallas.
Oh my God, this is
Now,
fucking
this to
terrible.
me, some people may like it, and I do understand why a lot of these departments do this, because they're trying to be more like community friendly, or say, hey, look, we're a bunch of normal people. This shit right here is just cringy as shit to me, though, okay? Basically, the Dallas Police Department recruiter made a video, the Fort Worth police recruiter made a video about Dallas. I guess they had a big billboard up trying to recruit people, and it's like a diss track in it, and they use that fucking song "Not Like Us," which to me is a racist motherfucking song, because if a perfect person of the Caucasian persuasion would have made the same song singing about like black people ain't like us, it would be racist. So it's just a fucking racist song. So let's watch this video. I think I understand where they're coming from, but it's just cringy as fuck if you ask me. It's horrible. Let's go on through it.
Dean County 911.
That's not it. Hold on.
Why they gotta make the recruiter vehicle ghetto shit?
He looks like a recruiter too.
He is a recruiter.
He looks like a fucking recruiter.
What's the password?
Drugs.
free.
What the fuck is an F-dub? I'm like old.
You're late.
And who's this motherfucker with the client? I mean, he's got this gay wig on.
Hey,
are these supposed to be recruits?
I'm telling you, these are the recruits.
You got to be fucking kidding me, man.
These are recruits. Yeah. My thing, I pointed it out to Jim Roller.
Hey
putting
guys,
it together.
they ain't like us. They
Look,
ain't like
look.
us.
Oh, dude, they
My thing
definitely
is,
not like us.
this is my personal opinion right here. You see this recruit right here?
Yeah, that would have never
Look at
flown,
this
dude.
dude's
That
hair.
would've Never
Look at this
flown.
dude's hair. I'm sorry. I know they got the.
Are you sure it's a man?
It is. It's the Crown Act. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. You should have some kind of something.
It ain't gonna matter because the first time that somebody grabs him by it and slits his throat, it's not gonna be a problem.
You see, that's what I said. I said, you know what I see when I see this? Is a fucking handle. It's a fucking handle.
It is. It's like a football. You used to be able to.
That's a handle.
That was the way around horse collar. Remember the football players along here? You grab by the hair.
And that's just a handle. That's so unsafe in Florida. Why do you think
So
they make?
They grab you by that, and then they grab your gun. You
A lot of times they make the females pull their hair back real tight and put them in a little bun so it's harder to grab. And this dude's just got fucking.
This shit's just hanging down.
Buns ain't hard to grab.
They're not doing defensive tactics anymore. You know that because if that guy was doing fighting, they would have fucked him up.
So let's finish listening to the video.
Go FWPD on repeat, so funky town send me down to you clowns. Here we go. What's up with that city trying to gain friction? We remain top again while you sit, take a licking. Good, we should show them how it's done. Go rest, we the best, we still number one.
It's a cop doing dancing with the wall.
Should have wasted. They're wasting valuable education time with this bullshit.
Stop it. Show our neighbor. Wasting time advertising our city, but no flavor.
You know they all got a
Forward,
guaranteed
funky
contract
town,
for being in
F-dub.
this
Why you
video.
wasting with your hate?
Right.
All we got is love. Safety. I see you like a city, throwing up print stuff, that's a real pity. Numbers don't lie, why you throwing up a board? Last time I checked, we took 14 of yours. Wop, 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 from the big D. Wop, 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 now the Lil D. What you thinking, Lil D? Aren't you tired every time we open up and fill up when we hire?
So you talking about Dallas is the big D?
Yeah, he's saying the last time they put up a billboard, obviously over there in Fort Worth, it looks like, and they're trying to diss, saying, "Look, last time I checked, we hired 14 of your people and took them, and all it's, okay."
I mean, they're bullshit holes.
So it's like, and look, you got all the little recruits. Y'all should be learning how to fight and shit.
No, this is what they should be doing. All these people, they need to issue them a fucking body bag because that's what they're going to end up in, man. This is fucking
It's like you should be learning how to fight and shit like that instead of,
man.
y'all think y'all making a P. Diddy video.
This is not, yeah.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like
It's
us.
very New
they
Orleans
not like
vibe.
us. Are you my friend?
That's not a good thing.
Wanna join in? Then step this way, step that way, step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Wanna join in? Then step this way.
He's gonna get
step
fired
that
for
way,
orgies in
step
the
this
future.
way, step that way.
Are you my friend? You want to join in?
No, I want to rewind. You see the two
All the
white
little
dudes?
Spanish
Wait, hold on.
cops?
You see the two little white dudes or Spanish guys back here, right here?
Yeah.
What? It's so bad. No, watch. This is how I would be because these little motherfuckers have no rhythm watching.
That guy's uniform looks like it's his
so bad.
big brothers.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Watch.
Hoppy, we're all here with you.
No rhythm.
Be like us. No, thank you. No.
That's some cringy shit. Like I said,
They're not
come on,
like
let's do
us.
better. It's not like us. Yeah, I don't want to be like
I
that.
mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I want to throw a tack vest on and a fucking gun again, but
that makes me want to run out and join the police force right there.
None of those guys are going into the tag team. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Half of them probably won't graduate. Well, I don't know. I mean, standards are so fucking low now.
75% of people don't graduate anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, but standards are so low now. Half these places don't do fucking physical fitness no more.
Nope.
Well, they don't fight each other.
Well,
I
they
mean,
took it out in Michigan. They took it out. They took the boxing and the fighting out of the academy because some girl got her ass kicked by an instructor.
They still do it here, but it's not a requirement anymore.
Yeah, they took it right out, man. She sued and they fucking took it away. There's
it's like,
no
no,
fighting.
we want a bunch of pussy cops. That's what you got out there. They know how to do two things: tase fucking people
Or shoot
and
'em.
shoot you.
Yeah,
That's it.
shoot 'em.
They don't know nothing else in
Yeah, they
between.
don't know how to do
And,
anything else.
Taser fails, you're getting shot next.
a whole bunch of them don't even know the fucking laws now. I mean, when somebody's like insinuates they're going to put you in jail for using overly aggressive language, so just saying.
Hoppy, you
Yeah, somebody
always had
said
a
that
chance.
shit to you, didn't they?
So you're saying a fat trucker has Toppy? You probably go on up in there. Bring your fat ass
don't
up
go
in
over
there.
at your
You
pimp
ain't got to
stick.
do physical fitness no more. Hell, they may give you free donuts. All right, now Holstera's going. This is now. I tried to keep it all light and fun, and Holstera had to have his own story. So let's.
Dude, how many times have I had to tell like time after time story about infants being beaten?
I did find.
Why are you using the dead baby ones?
I
dude?
did find you a short video. You can talk about it, but I found a video on it. I'll play for you too. But go right ahead. I mean, if I need sad music right now.
No, go ahead and play the video first.
Okay.
It's more about the back end of it, not really the issue.
Well, they talk about the back end of it too. Please, I don't want to see
That's
that
the
no
problem.
more.
Is Fort Worth.
I'm Joshua Cianto
That's
here
probably where all
in
the people
Mesa,
end
where
up.
supporters of Emily Pike, the 14-year-old
He looks
Native
like one of the
American girl who was
recruits.
found dead in Globe last month, take to the streets to demand justice.
It's a song for those who mourn.
This is not just a simple little story. This is a 14-year-old girl. The way she died is not okay. Our community.
You know, I can't help myself, right? Look like somebody slapped the fuck out of her, but it's like, wow. It's like, man, are you
In the face.
Are you okay? Look like somebody slapped the fuck out of you.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Go ahead.
You guys kill me.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. You know what? You keep it up, Holster. That's what you're gonna look like once I finish with you.
He's way in Tampa.
Our
Dude, you ain't getting his
communities
ass.
here are hurting.
Native Americans from all over the valley in Mesa to remember 14-year-old Emily Pike, who went missing late in January and found dead on February 14th off Highway 60 northeast of Globe. Authorities found her
80
body
miles.
dismembered. They're investigating it as murder. Pike's aunt, remembering the joy she was.
Emily was artistic, she was kind, she was funny. Her grandma explained to her that she was quirky.
Okay, I gotta do it again. I don't know why every time I see people with these little nose rings like this in their nose, I like want to walk up to them with a magnet and just like see if it'll stick. And like it's like sticking
Suck
straight
it right out of their
stuff
nose.
like
It's probably just
that.
it's probably magneted in.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. No, this little what these little balls they screw. But it's like I just want to go stick a magnet on it. But it's just something I have to throw.
9-volt batteries, brother. 9 volts. Yeah, we remembered Roy's corner, Bill.
Bill, you missed a great fucking Roy P. So you have to go back and listen to it.
But yeah, that red hand thing has to do with the
Pike was part of the San
think
Carlos
there's
Apache
some
tribe.
Apaches
Her death
too, there.
highlighting a troubling trend. Native American women go missing and are murdered at a much higher rate than those of other populations. It's why passions run high.
And police have shut down the intersection.
Whoa, did you see that? Back that up right there.
The Asian guy.
No, that.
The Asian guy.
No, you didn't see this right here. You don't see it.
What are you talking about?
Look at these fucking eyebrows right here.
Well, yeah.
I mean eyelashes. The eyelashes. Like what is her name? Sister Blink a Lot or something? I
She
mean,
looks like she's got some issues, bro.
Yeah, baby girl. You need to like go a little bit smaller on the eyelashes.
Yeah.
That's if I saw when the camera went by. I was like, holy shit.
Do you know?
And police have shut down the intersection as supporters of Emily and her family take to the streets to call for justice and to remember her name.
They should be aware that this is real. We don't always have all the resources we need to help solve these cases.
Amidst the anger and frustration, a new effort in the state legislature to create an Amber Alert type system for missing Indigenous women. A push
They don't
for
have
better
that?
collaboration.
No, they don't.
No, what you said, you didn't. They have. I guarantee they have an Amber Alert system. What they said, that state has an Amber Alert system
Specifically for Indigenous.
I'm just
girls.
saying. They just said they want an Amber Alert system, or exactly for American Indian females.
Well, this leads into another reason why I wanted to kind of talk about it. Was it anybody who knows or have worked around or discussed with people that have been there, these tribes and shit, their little tribe police departments and everything, very often have very bad relations with the local law enforcement.
Yeah,
but let's say
let's
say why though. Let's say why.
Well, because there's a whole nother set of laws and you're protected on the res.
Because a lot of time on the res, they get pissy about shit with the other cops, and they don't want to cooperate and say, let's cooperate and work all together. Oh, no, we ain't going to do that. So that's their fucking fault.
It's
So I'll
the
tell you this.
equivalent of every time you go to a domestic violence call, the woman goes, no, I don't want him to go to jail, even though her eyeball's falling out of the socket. It's the same shit. You go out there because this guy's shooting up the fucking, out in the tribe, he's just shooting everything, and you pull out your rifle out of the trunk. No, you can't fucking do that. He's a tribesman. Well, that's how I would handle this. Don't call me if you don't need it.
Well, I work, and I'll tell you all this. I worked for a tribe my last 7 years. I worked for the Pokagon Band in Southwest Michigan. I was a sergeant there. And as a tribal officer, they have, for the tribe to be federally recognized, it has to have a police department and a court system. So they don't want that shit. The tribe doesn't, but it's forced on them by the federal government. So when I worked there as a police officer, I was actually deputized through the Bureau of Indian Affairs as a federal officer. So I had federal authority on federal trust land, where you could basically go up to deadly force on people, and you were covered because you were a federal agent. So that's kind of my input on that, is because I got a little experience.
I will be serious second on it, because I was joking around, but I mean, something needs to be done if they got a serial killer out here, killing all these
and that's the
Indian women. I mean, something.
Well,
does
that's
need
what
to
they'll
be
do.
done.
Pine Ridge is one of the worst fucking. Pine Ridge is the most dangerous tribal reservation in the country. So, when I was working for the tribe, the FBI would put out teletypes asking for tribal officers to come volunteer to go hunt down some motherfucker that shot somebody or raped somebody or whatever. So they were always asking for help, but the FBI goes out there to fucking hunt these guys. But you're talking about 10,000 fucking acres, man, and these guys got high-powered rifles. It's a dangerous fucking situation, man.
So
once again, with these younger ladies, because this is not isolated.
Right.
The reason it keeps coming up and it's getting proactively worse is you have these sexual predators that know for a fact they could stroll right through these Indian reserves and snatch these little Indian girls, and nobody's going to give a fuck.
Nobody gives a shit. Yeah, exactly.
Right. By the time they get it to us, to the mainstream media, to everyone else, it's
too
not
late.
as much as the little blonde-haired, blue-eyed, girl named Becky that just got off the school bus and's 4-year-old with a fucking bow in her hair. It's not the same.
Right.
That little girl they're talking about they're part of that news story is they believe it might be murder. They found her chopped up in pieces.
Totally murder.
They found her chopped.
What do you mean you believe it's murder? That's not fucking homicide.
Allegedly.
I said they found her chopped up. Somebody chopped her up in pieces. That's murder. It's murder.
Chopped up pieces everywhere.
Yeah, chopped up pieces.
Are these the same people that couldn't figure out whose cocaine that was in the White House?
Oh man,
that was not cocaine. It wasn't cocaine. It was extra frosting for the Frosted Flake cereal. Okay.
Okay.
And I know this because Joe sniffed it and said, "That's not cocaine."
That's not cocaine.
Because I'm good at sniffing stuff.
But yeah, that story got my goat for whatever reason. I don't know. That's why I'm saying you never see it. I see fucking shit from the hood here in Florida, an Amber Alert every 30 fucking seconds from a kid that goes missing, and then 30 minutes later they're found.
Right.
I'm gonna say this because I say it all the time. You know what pisses me off about all these Amber Alerts or local stuff? You'll say,
nobody has to pay for
little, no, not that. That don't bother me. Help us find little Susie. She done ran off. She's 14 years old. This is a picture of her. And then 2 days later or whatever, 3 days later, it's like, oh, well, we want to thank everybody for finding little Susie and helping us find her, and she's at home safe. Well, you know what? I'm invested now. I need to know where little Susie was found and what little Susie was doing. What was little Susie doing? Because they don't want to say it because little Susie was shacked up with Joe up the road, getting dick down, and probably pregnant now. That's why you don't want to say that, because when people knew that, they'd be like, "Fuck, I ain't helping look for little Susie. Fuck that shit," because she's just out getting dick. So that's what all I want to know. Just tell us the truth. Stop. I mean, I'm like Paul Harvey. I need to know the rest of it. It pisses me off.
Yep.
All right, let's move on from little Susie. Anyway,
you want me to do this one?
If you want, I got a yeah, you can, and I got a video too.
Okay, go for it.
Y'all remember last week or so we talked about the strike with the New York corrections officers? Well, it's over, but unfortunately, a whole bunch of them got fired, and I believe the little bit
Where
too.
supporters of Emily Pike, the 14-year-old
Officials fired over 2,000 prison guards for refusing to.
They fired 2,000 prison guards. Okay, that's not like saying 20 or 30. 2,000 prison guards. But listen what they say.
Returned to work Monday following a weeks-long strike that disrupted operations across the state. Despite the mass termination, enough officers returned to declare the unauthorized work stoppage over.
After 22 days of an illegal strike, the governor and I are happy to report it has now ended.
Guards upset over working conditions began walking off the job February 17th at many state prisons,
So now they're really
forcing
short-staffed.
Governor Kathy Hochul to send
Way to
National
go,
Guard
Hochul. You're
troops
fucking
in
killing
to
it,
keep
bitch.
operations running.
Look, y'all heard what she said right here? Now listen.
National Guard troops in to keep operations.
She's like, we have enough people now, even though we fired 2,000.
Forcing
There's no
Governor
fucking way
Kathy
you have enough
Hochul
people.
to send National Guard troops in to keep
But
operations running. Inmates complained about deteriorating.
They still got National Guard. It's like, even with the 2,000 guards, we have enough people to work. That's because you got the fucking National Guard in there. You can't fire 2,000 people and say you're fully staffed or even close to fully staffed. Good luck with that.
Iceman,
Yep.
you know damn well that we could actually guard prisons with just probably 4 to 8 people
Outside
for
the
every
perimeter.
prison in America. Outside the perimeter with an automatic, like on top.
Well,
of
we already saw
308 AR-10.
We already saw
Exactly.
the movies. All we got to do is
Just let 'em
turn like an island, like with Manhattan's Island, Manhattan and stuff, like into like a giant prison. You
I
just
think
you
Purge
just
is
put all
fucking
the
perfect.
you put a big fucking wall around it with people with a lot of big guns that if you see anybody, you just shoot to kill, and you dump.
Fucking shit. They
you-
identify as fully staffed. I
And
love
if the
it.
shit hits the fan, you just call Kurt Russell.
No,
and
you
he
don't
comes
have
in
to.
and fucks
Yeah,
everybody
Kirk
up.
Russell go over there in his
Yeah.
little nuclear-powered super fast submarine in his stealth leather jacket.
Yep. Snake
Just
Plissken.
call me Snake. So anyway,
Well, I'll tell you another thing. Coming from a state that used to be a right to bargain. We used to be right to bargain, but now we're right to work, like pretty much everybody else is. But when we were right to
bargain.
So right to bargain was like we had union protection. So the state recognized it was a state situation, so we had unions, but they had it was a binding 312 arbitration. So what that was that because we couldn't strike, because they made it illegal for police and fire to be able to strike because we were safety sensitive positions and that the communities relied on us, and that was counterproductive for us to strike anyway, so we don't want to hurt the community. But they gave us binding 312 arbitration so we could file grievances, and we go to an arbitrator outside of the department, outside of the government, to get relief on something that may or may not have been fair. That's why we had that path to relief through 312 arbitration, which is why we weren't allowed to strike. That was the trade-off. So it sounds like these guys in New York, these corrections guys, must be under some kind of 312 agreement where they're not supposed to go on strike, so they fucking fired them, which technically, according to the law, if that's the way it's written, they can do that.
Well, I mean, certain states, like hell, ours has that abandonment of post, law that if you're assigned to fucking be there on duty and your ass just no call, no shows,
They can fire your ass.
Oh yeah, I mean, first they're gonna decertify your ass, but second, they're gonna come after you.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could assume that if you did strike, you may not get your fucking job back. I get
because
that.
you would be breaking the law if that's what the law of the state was. You know what I mean?
Right. Which I think it's still a little bit of crock of shit.
It is.
When
It's
you're working in
shitty.
situations where
It
you're,
is.
hundreds of people to one officer and fucking guys are getting killed left and right.
That's fucking dangerous,
I
man.
think
It's fucking dangerous.
Right. Fuck your, letter of the law. I think
Right.
there's a little
I
bit of
agree
common
with you.
sense.
I agree with you.
Well, let's jump over here to Massachusetts. Is it? Yep, Massachusetts, and Jimmy Boy's gonna do it. Yeah, he's gonna be talking about prostitutes and canines.
Oh yeah, this is a good one, dude. I was
my.
looking forward to this one. So you got
Same
what is
time?
it? Worcester, Mass. So in Worcester, Mass, apparently the police do prostitution stings and then they fuck the prostitutes. Which I think
I love it.
Which I think's illegal, but it says
No way.
Yeah, it says the WPD is open to recommendation and takes the measures proposed. The Department of Justice is involved right now, so they're making recommendations. Probably going to be under some consent agreement soon. But on December 9th of 2024, the DOJ released a 41-page report following a 2-year investigation into the Worcester Police Department. The report found the officers engaged in acts of excessive force, including using stun guns, deploying police dogs, and striking people in the head without justification. That's not the worst of it. The report also found that multiple women told the department investigators that the department's police officers engaged in unwanted sexual acts with them during undercover operations, took advantage of them sexually in vulnerable situations, and threatened arrest.
Were they paid?
No. They were paid. They didn't go to fucking jail. That was the payment.
Oh, okay.
That's a
hooker,
trade-off.
right?
That's kind of a trade-off,
A
you know?
hooker?
Yeah. They're
Yeah, I mean,
prostitutes.
Yeah, they would do that for $20. So staying
Right,
out
or
of
a
jail
crack
is
rock
well
or
worth
whatever.
more than
Yeah,
$20.
exactly. Yeah.
So I don't see a fucking problem with it. As long as they were compensated.
Yeah.
They were going to do it anyway.
Probably.
Yeah, but the cops can't be screwing fucking.
No, they can't be doing
Why
that.
not?
You're
They're-
right.
they're paid.
Undercovers. Yeah.
It don't matter. Prostitution's illegal over there.
Well, here's the thing. In Michigan,
I don't
under
think
the
it
under
is.
the criminal sexual conduct statute, one of the elements is a position of authority. So if you're in a position of authority and you fuck somebody under your authority,
rape.
that's first degree CSE, man. That's fucking number one rape, dude. That's the top one.
Uh-huh.
You know. So that's
know
what these
that.
guys are looking at.
That fucking sucks. Because it wasn't like that. One of them girls probably said, I already paid for this. And then the guy probably walked out of the room and was like, hey, guys, we already paid for this shit. I mean, granted, it probably wasn't supposed to turn into a train, but it fucking happens.
Yeah, that's just sounds.
happens.
I'm just picturing half the shit.
What probably
when your
happened
whole
is-
shift comes down with syphilis.
Well, or herpes. They all have the same type of herpes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but what probably happened was the bitches were probably like, hey, I'll suck your dick if you let me go. And they're probably like, hey, that sounds good. And then they flipped
And then
the
they
fucking
never
state.
got stopped. You know what I mean? But they probably also
Look.
got away with everything in town after that because they were like, yeah, I'm smoking crack, but I sucked your dick.
Look.
last night."
If you're trying to get in law enforcement or anybody, if you're in law enforcement, and
Don't
some
smoke.
chick and any girl offers to suck your dick,
Don't do it.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
Ask
It's a
if she has
fucking trap.
friends.
It's a trap.
It's a fucking
Oh,
trap.
It's a
to
trap.
exchange money.
Look, that's what happened to Holstera. They ran him off because
He's out there picking up prostitutes.
no, because he was out there.
Pick me
He was
up,
out
man.
there sucking dicks on duty, and then they said,
Hey, you can't do
Holstera.
that.
Then he went and talked to the chief, and he had those fucking dick breath on him, and they fucking fired him.
Your breath smells
No.
like
It's
that.
like they're like
Bro,
your
that's
breath
how I
smells
made
like
sergeant.
your breath smells like 2-day-old dick, and then he's like, "Well, how would you know, Chief?" He's like, "You're fired."
Well, I'll tell you what. At the end of this article, it looks like this is one of these deals where the Department of Justice is going to come in and do one of those fucking law enforcement decrees. We're going to take over the fucking agency.
Oh, the Department of
Wait a minute
Jokes
now,
need to stay on
wait a
this
minute
shit.
now. Under Trump, that could be great. Because
That
you
actually
know
could be
that
good.
those
Yeah, you're
guys
right, you're right,
Would
you're
have
right.
a good sense of humor about this.
Yeah, that
They'd
might be a
like-
good thing. That might be a good
You know
thing.
what I mean? They might be acting like we are right now and be like, "Yeah, we're supposed to act serious," but
Be like, hey.
you know,
I wonder,
Come on, who
Trent,
hasn't
what do
fucking
you use? What are you taking for your herpes? Do you have it under control, or it's
I
just
think
like
he meant
massive,
like
going crazy?
10.
I don't think his wife knows he's got herpes yet.
She don't. Well, she'll find out. All right, let's this next one, this story right here coming up. This story fucking pisses me the hell off. Oh, I'm trying not to get overstimulated. I'll have to tell
wait a
that.
minute,
I
my
love.
story?
This is my. I don't know which story it is. Just hold on. What he's talking about is this. Today, this. I don't even know who she was. I was standing there getting my coffee and stuff, and I was talking about something other, and this girl was getting like the bartender girl, whatever, getting ice, and she said somebody said, "Well, don't get overstimulated." While she was like getting ice, and she was like right down there by me, and I just looked at him like, "The fuck she talking about?"
Yeah,
but I did learn a new term called. She said something about a sweaty. I'm like, "What the fuck is a sweaty?" Obviously, it's this little young girl. She's like, I don't know, 22 years old, but she plays Fortnite or something. She's a gamer, and she says sweaties are guys that that's all they do is play Fortnite.
They're really good at Fortnite.
Yeah, they're really good at Fortnite.
They're sweaty. They're sweaty. My kids say the same shit.
No, they're sweaty. I figured they were just like sweaty because they were stinky because they didn't take baths because they were playing video games.
Right? No, it's because they're good, dude. These kids are fucking good. They kill me all the time.
Hoppy said when he worked at Walmart at a store in Metro Detroit, we had an asset protection associate let a girl off for stealing a BJ. Oh no, she was stealing for a BJ. What do you steal to get a blowjob for? I mean,
I don't know.
Anyway, is
there a dollar amount?
She said she held his stuff in her mouth, took it to the police, and spit it out in the evidence bag. Gotcha, bitch.
That's like some South Park shit, dude.
Yeah.
Towards the end.
Stacey said she found out right after dick breath.
Remember the South Park episode where the cop was undercover and he was fucking all those guys and he had all the cum up his ass? And then
no, I did not. I don't know what you're watching.
You don't actually have to have sex with him, right?
What are you watching?
It was South Park. Holster knows what I'm talking about. He's seen it.
Well, he knows about, yeah.
I love, yeah.
But anyway, we're going to Washington State. Is that yours or mine? I don't know. I got a video. All I can say is I put this in here.
That's you. This one's you.
This was the most. This dude right here. I'm gonna put. I think I got a picture of him right here. I'm telling you right now. This is gonna be my hot nut pick. Is this guy right here? This piece of fucking shit right here. This is the Attorney General of the state of Washington. Okay, look at his face right here. This dude right here is suing the sheriff's offices in the state. And I'm just gonna put.
They announced that. I figure he'd be in jail already.
Well, listen. I'm just gonna play the video and let y'all hear why he. Okay.
Prison guards for refusing to return.
New at 4 tonight, Washington Attorney General Nick Brown is suing Adams County for not following the state's restrictions on working with immigration officials. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy is in the newsroom now to break down
have the
what
fucking
lawsuit
authority
says
to do that.
and how both sides are reacting tonight. Connor?
Well, State Attorney General's office filed the lawsuit. The AG's office says the county is violating the Keep Washington Working Act, which is an act of state law passed in 2019. It requires the rights of all state residents be protected by restricting the role local law enforcement has on federal immigration laws. The state is saying Adams County, specifically the sheriff's office, violated the law. Court documents say the state says for the past 2 years, Adams County deputies have engaged in incidents where they have shared private information with federal immigration agencies.
First of all, I got to interject. This stupid fucktard right here, this cunt right here. He's suing the sheriff's office for breaking the law, but he's suing them saying they break in state law. They're enforcing federal law. Okay.
Here it is right here. The Supremacy Clause of the U.S. Constitution found in Article 6, Clause 2 establishes that the Constitution, federal laws made under it, and treaties are the supreme law of the land, meaning they take precedent over conflicting state laws. This clause ensures that state courts are bound by federal law, reinforcing the authority of the federal government within its constitutional limits. That's the law.
Yeah, so this dude's a complete
fucking
fucktard.
idiot. He's a fucking idiot.
I'm willing to bet that he this is my opinion.
This guy's a fucking lawyer. He got a fucking law degree.
My opinion, and my opinion only, I think he dresses up as a unicorn furry because he's.
I don't think he's a dude. I think that's a chick with a bald head.
It might be.
And have denied people based only on their immigration status. Documents go on to say State Attorney General Nick Brown has attempted to resolve these issues.
No, he's so beta.
Adams County is claiming the Keep Washington Working Act conflicts with current federal immigration laws after the inauguration of President Donald Trump. The county also says they are aligning with America First Legal, which is a group opposing sanctuary policies. Adams County Sheriff Wagner released a statement.
Well, look right here. Look in the background. What do you see? A bunch of pink-haired fucking bitches is what you do. Look, this bitch right here. See this bitch? Retarded. See this one? I don't even know if that's a bitch. I think it's got a beard and the mask on. Fucking retarded.
Yep.
It's just, that's what you get. A bunch of fucking retards. Right there.
You can see some of the people are the ones that aren't retarded are kind of like, this isn't really
it's
legal.
like right here, she's looking down. She's like, God, this is fucking stupid.
Yep.
This dude is staring at his ass thinking, God, I hope I get some of that later.
Yep.
This guy's right here saying,
He looks like he wants to quit. The guy in the back looks like he wants to quit.
This Oriental man wants to quit.
Yep.
This guy is sleepy. He stayed up playing Fortnite all night long.
With a bunch of little kids.
This one right here, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
The accountant on the far left is worried.
That guy looks like a child molester.
This dude right here, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got kitty porn on his
He's a
computer.
fucking child molester.
So, well, let's finish up.
On the matter, saying in part, our deputies take an oath to protect our communities from criminal activity, regardless of where it originates. The claim that we are engaging in illegal federal immigration enforcement misrepresents the reality of law enforcement in Adams County.
Yeah.
Washington State Attorney General Nick Brown released a statement as well, saying in part, after the inauguration of Donald Trump, the county and its sheriff's office suddenly hardened their stance, broke off settlement talks, and aligned themselves with an organization founded by a top Trump aide who is almost the most virulent anti-immigrant voice in the administration. The lawsuit seeks injunctive and declaratory relief to compel Adams County to comply with the law. We're still working to speak with the
law is illegal immigration is illegal.
It's not anti-immigration. It's anti-illegal immigration. That's the fucking mother's an immigrant. She came
Fucked
here,
hard. This is my hot nut right here, I'm telling you.
She came here from Ireland in 1972. My mom's Irish-born. She's an immigrant. I'm first-generation American on my mom's side. So she came here in 72, raised a family, had a job, fucking paid taxes, but she never voted until 20 years later, man. She got her citizenship when I was in college. And she voted then, but she knew she couldn't vote the whole time she was here because she wasn't a fucking citizen, and she never bitched about it. But she could have voted. She was a contributing citizen, really. She was an immigrant that contributed to society.
Well, this next story.
Back then, they did pump hundreds of thousands of dollars into illegal immigrants.
Right.
If they would have offered her a big old house, a car, and everything else, she probably would have and voted that way.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
One of
you're
those
right.
things. It makes sense to me why these people pour over the border. They're starving to death in their fucking countries.
They got
And all they
nothing.
got to do is literally jump over the border. They get a free bus ride to a fancy hotel.
Fucking how?
Fuck me.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
We don't even get that, and we were born here. Now, moving on back to Florida, where the Canadians have been infiltrating the area lately.
Not Canadian.
And, do you
fucking
have a
bastards.
picture?
Washington Attorney General
That's a
Nick
video.
Brown is suing.
He's suing this duck. This is Orlando PD, okay, guys?
You gotta be
That's
fucking
not-
kidding me.
That's not a duck.
That's a goose.
It's a swan.
It's a goose.
It's a
goose.
swan.
That's a Canadian goose.
No, it's not. It's a swan.
Telling you.
Swan.
I can tell by looking at it.
It's a
They
swan.
said it's a swan, but it happens all the fucking time down here.
Yeah, you're
They know
right. It
how
might
to
be a
fly.
swan.
I want to know why it ain't flying, though.
Hey, you guys are stopping traffic for this shit? What?
Oh, I would be
whole
doing too. You
interstate
can't be
fucked
running
up.
over the poor swan.
But come on, man. You're going to risk your own life to do that shit?
Well, fuck that traffic. It stopped.
Yeah, when it
Problem
hits
is
your ass.
Orlando is full of all these, cucks. So
Look at it right
they-
there.
they
That
all
poor
just
buddy
get
right
out
there.
of
He's
town.
safe.
So
He's
they don't
safe.
wanna
He
run
made it
over.
He
back.
put himself in harm's way.
He was probably looking for his wife because they mate for life.
Iceman, I swear I'm going to take video.
Take video of your what?
No, I'm going to take the video for you of all the fucking geese and swan that are over there in that area. There's just Orlando and the villages and like all the way up through Ocala and shit. They've all got these huge ponds, and it seems like they import these fucking ducks, these swans. and
That's
ducks
not a
and
duck. A
geese
swan and a duck's
gooses.
not even close to the same
Like, you
A
bird.
know-
swan and a
Man.
goose is closer, though.
They're huge,
Mhm.
and they just hang out in like 20 or 30 next to the highways.
Yeah,
So
kind
I'm
of
always
like
wondering why they don't
kind of like liberals in fucking Antifa.
Right. So what I'm
I got
getting
more
at is
respect
this
for the
is
ducks and the swans. Look,
not unique. I don't
you
understand
need to slow down for the ducks and swans, not Antifa. Okay, just
You
saying.
jump out after you hit it with a car, throw it in the trunk, take it home, and fucking eat it.
Or just keep going.
Cannibalism is bad. Do not eat Antifa protesters when you run them over. Okay, don't do
Unless
that.
you're
I
starving.
assure you, with enough Sweet Baby Rays, anything
It would taste
great.
good. It would be fine. You ever see that movie Alive where those
No.
rugby players crashed in the Andes Mountains and they had to eat each other and shit?
No.
Yeah.
All right,
That
so
happened.
now we're going, Jim. We're going back to Florida because Florida is just a fucked up place.
Which one is this? Me?
Yes.
Fuck, hold on a second.
This is the Pringles.
He fits in
Oh, yeah,
Bandit.
the Pringles one. I forgot. Hold on. I want to do that one for sure. Yep. Florida.
Got a video on that too.
Yep. All right. So, let's see. Florida woman in the wild. They called her Florida woman in the wild. We have a woman involved in a gas station brawl leading a man's face to be sliced open with a Pringles can. Shanika Sherdahl, 28, is accused of using the famed chips container as a weapon when she found herself in the middle of a gas station altercation. She found herself in the middle of an altercation. I'm pretty sure she probably caused the altercation. But Thursday, March 6th, Orange County Police were called to an Orlando 7-Eleven. Orange County Deputy Adams responded to the fight, blah, blah, blah. While speaking with Martin, I observed that Martin had a significant cut on his right eyebrow and below his eye, causing him to bleed. So she cut him open with a fucking Pringles can.
You were looking for the goose.
No, they wasn't. Them Pringles cans,
The female called the guy a bitch and whacked him with the Pringles.
Them semi-automatic
Pringles cans.
She fucked him up.
Semi-automatic duck vector.
Florida woman, Shanika Serdal, 28.
Yeah, Shanika.
Damn.
What would you expect?
named
Was
her?
it? I have no idea.
She was adopted.
See, I think I think that's cultural appropriation on her name. Though, huh?
She was adopted.
Cultural appropriation on her name.
She's adopted.
Arrested for allegedly slashing a man's face with a Pringles can at a 7-Eleven in Orlando last Thursday. The attack occurred when Serdal, after calling the victim a bitch, struck him in the face, leaving a significant cut near his eye that authorities said could result in permanent scarring. The assault was reportedly unprovoked, with the victim simply informing the staff about another customer. Serdal fled the scene but was soon apprehended by deputies and charged with...
Well, what's going to happen in California, Newsom and over there in New York, they're trying to pass a new legislation to make the capacity. We need smaller capacity Pringle cans. No more than 10 Pringle chips per can now, because anything over that, the weight's too much. So you can only have 10 chips per can, because we don't need the weight on them, because these semi-automatic Pringle cans can fuck people up, obviously, and stuff like that. So,
well,
did you know the Pringles can are the safest way to transport cookies?
Are they really?
Do you know Pringles aren't even made out of potatoes, right?
It's about the same size as the size of the opening, so they slide perfectly stacked.
But what kind of cookie are we talking about? Like a Chips Ahoy, like an Oreo?
Yeah. Well, no, they're bigger than an Oreo. No, I'm talking about like homemade cookies.
Oh, homemade cookies.
Well,
okay.
you're gonna have to, Stacy. You're gonna have to hurry up and buy the Pringles now, because once they outlaw these semi-automatic Pringle cans that are deadly now, you're only gonna get like 10 Pringles. So, y'all keep that in mind.
You just fucked yourself.
Just screwed yourself up with the Pringle. Next, we have this. The
Airman.
Yeah. Well, no, it's actually not. Well, you can do it, and then I'll do this other one. Go ahead. We're almost done.
Let's see. Brian Till Scott was shot and killed February 22nd outside of Kirkland Air Force Base in New Mexico. What did this young man do? Well, he is actually part of, I guess,
the military.
Yeah, he's military. He's an airman.
He's an airman.
Yeah,
I know that, but I'm saying
airman.
He's an airman with the Air Force. But
airman, yeah.
What
does an airman do?
Security check. Fucking
same thing as any. He's an Air Force guy.
Depends on what the hell
Trent's son, Junior, Trent Junior. He's an airman right now. He's stationed in Guam. He's a firefighter for the Air Force.
Yeah, see, so it could be anything. Regardless, old boy was trying to get on the base. He was entitled to be there. For whatever reason, his ass decided that he was going to get searched, or at least the guy at the gate did. So they started searching the vehicle. Something happened. Individual exited the vehicle, was running away, and had
they found drugs.
On him.
He was trying to bring dope on the base.
They found drugs,
and they shot him for it.
Drugs.
No, he took off running with a gun in his hand.
And they shot him in the hand.
They still shot him.
We had a gun in his hand.
He was running away.
How you know you can spin around? How you know you didn't point the gun out?
Wow.
You still know you can't enter a military checkpoint. You can't just pass through one of those like that
with a weapon.
Hostile,
with
hostile
dope.
intentions.
With dope and a gun.
Yeah, if you try to run through one of those with a gun, I'm surprised he made it that fucking far.
It's like a border check, right?
Well, I
It's
don't
like
think
a border check.
I don't think he was running. I don't think he was running into the base from what I sound. Let me play the video.
We're gonna say he did. It sounds
like the border patrol. Would they shoot you if you ran? If they tried to like check you at the border and you ran, would they shoot you?
Serdal, 28, was arrested for allegedly slashing a man's face with a Pringles can at a 7-Eleven in Orlando last
7-Eleven.
Thursday. The attack.
Here.
Yeah, there's a buffer
Dakota
zone
Levi
at
Stevens
the,
isn't yet in custody, but she is.
She's kind of
charged.
thick.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Maybe I didn't pull that video up. So, wrong video because we skipped
Anyway,
the story.
basically,
Here we go.
Families saying
His
there's
family
no
speaking with reporter Alyssa
de-escalation.
Munoz about how tough it is to try and move forward.
Sasha, the investigation is still ongoing. Now, the family of Breon Till Scott, the airman who died, tells me their healing process hasn't even started as there are still so many unanswered questions about their son's death.
We don't know how many times he was shot. We don't know where he was shot.
You're not going to
Scott is
know.
a retired Marine veteran. His son Breon, who was active duty in the Air Force, was shot and killed on February 22nd, just off of Kirtland's base on Gibson Boulevard. Scott says he got the call in the middle of the night.
When I hear their voice, like quivering before any words can get out, I knew. I knew. Either he was severely or seriously injured, or he was dead.
According to Air Force officials, Breon was trying to get on base. The security forces members at the gate were searching his car and drugs were found. We're told Breon wasn't listening to their commands and then began to run off base across the street. They also say he had a gun on him.
As law enforcement officers, the first thing is de-escalation. Where's the de-escalation at? Where is their...
I feel sorry for the man because his son's dead.
I do.
But hold on, dude. Hold on. If law enforcement, they have to de-escalate. I don't have to de-escalate shit when you got a fucking firearm. Am I supposed to wait for you to shoot at me or something like that? Fuck no. You know what? Your son was supposed to be, he's in the military. He should have had a little common sense. Why would you try to bring drugs onto the military base? They didn't have a gun. And then when they find out you're going to fucking run off with a firearm in your hand and refuse commands. Maybe a lot has happened because your son's a stupid motherfucker who made bad decisions. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Well, he ain't entitled to shit no more. I'm sure Ben Chump will be all over this shit.
Don't matter. He was property of the United States military.
As his family gets ready for his funeral, the family says they feel a hole in their life.
And I love my son, and I miss him to death. And no one knows when we go through these firsts. And the first is going to be next week on daughter's 17th birthday. The first birthday, without her brother.
Breon also leaves behind his young daughter. Scott says there's a lot of questions about that night that he still doesn't understand.
She'll be taken care of for the rest of her life.
And how I feel in my mind about my son, who I was there.
Bad decisions your son made. I feel sorry because he lost his son, but his son made some really fucked up decisions. So
I'm happy for the daughter. I mean, honestly, she'll get it all, the whole ride out. Not only that, the whole story. The mom can tell your father was a hero. He died in combat.
All right. Well, it's like the Pat Tillman thing. You guys remember Pat Tillman? He was the Arizona Cardinal. He went on to he quit professional football to go be an Army Ranger, and he got killed. He got killed overseas. And they found out later that he was fucking killed by friendly fire, and the unit that actually was responsible for killing him, his fucking brother was part of. So they lied to the family about how he died, saying that he got killed by insurgents or whatever, and everybody found out that was bullshit.
But this shit happens all the fucking time.
It does, but here's my thing. Like, these guys at the board, I've had situations like that where guys have tried to take my weapon, or I've had a weapon that I had to fight over, and, I was able to de-escalate it without deadly force, and that's me though. That's me personally.
Right.
But so I think we're missing some training there. I think we're missing some training at these checkpoints where, the guy's running with a gun. Okay, he's running away. He's got the gun. I get he's got the gun. Is he a threat? Is he a threat to us? Is he a threat to the community?
We may never know, but
we'll never see the cameras.
How do you know? I mean, maybe he's turned around. Maybe he started to raise the gun or something.
We just don't
like
have
that.
all the information. We just don't have all the information.
They'll never give it to us.
Well, this last story here, it's a fat one. That's all I gotta say. This story's a fat one. Okay.
Was it hanging out? No. Okay.
So I got a video on it. This is he probably was on the drugs. I didn't know he had drugs. He probably had some marijuana too. It's very distinctive smell. So anyway, let's watch this video, this fat video right here.
Is this the one with the lady, fat lady?
Yeah.
Munoz about how
Right here.
Oh,
Mother
man.
of Dakota Levi Stevens isn't yet in custody, but she is charged in his death, accused of asphyxiating him while restraining him.
Home security videos show Porter County deputies on approach to make an arrest neighbors have been anticipating for nearly 3 months.
Holy shit. This happened 3 months ago.
Yeah.
She did and how long it's taken.
Deputies had planned to take into custody the foster mother of 10-year-old Dakota Levi Stevens. He died in April under circumstances that weren't clear at the time, but prosecutors now say his foster mother, Jennifer Wilson, killed him when she lay on top of him in their yard for more than 8 minutes, cutting off the oxygen to his brain. Wilson is now charged with reckless homicide, but she's not in custody because she and her husband were out of town when deputies arrived at their home.
You know, my daughter
Good
seen it
timing.
happen. My daughter walked by while that little boy was laying on the ground dying. So we were hoping for some justice today, and it didn't happen.
Court records show Wilson told deputies during an interview that
found
Dakota
right.
was acting out. He'd run away to a neighbor's house.
How do you
accusing
not
his
fucking
foster
arrest
parents
somebody on
of
that
hitting him,
deal?
And he refused to get out of the
How
car
do you not
when
beat him to
Wilson
death?
brought him home.
Well, that
She
too, but I
restrained
mean,
him
at
on
least
the
take the bitch
ground
to
and
jail,
her body.
you know?
In those records, a description of what happened over the course of 5 doorbell videos that captured the incident. The first 2, deputies say, show Dakota screaming underneath Wilson's weight, her body positioned near his head and neck. In the next 3 videos, he doesn't move. The documents say Wilson asked Dakota if he was ready to get up and, "Are you faking?" Realizing something was wrong, she asked one of her other children to call 911 and can be heard saying, "I was laying on him and he was acting bad."
Yeah, he had his behaviors, and we did have to put him in some holds, but it wasn't like we weren't sitting on him. We weren't physically like on top of him.
Dakota's former foster father
They let this
says
guy
he
be a
was taught
foster
how to
parent?
safely calm
I was
yeah.
thinking the same
What
thing.
the
It's
fuck,
like,
dude?
yeah, it's like,
And not only
yes.
that, dude, these people make fucking buku bucks. It's not
I
even-
foster parented my 2 nephews for a year, and they put us through fucking hell, and I was a police officer, you know?
Yeah, well,
this
if
fucking
you
guy.
foster kids that have no blood or any kind of relative,
Uh-oh. Lose them?
And then just hold him like a bear hug, and then literally when we do that, he would be upset
Yeah.
for a minute, and then he'd like melt in your arms, and that's what he needed at the time.
Dakota's extended family says they'd almost given up hope they'd see accountability.
I felt grateful that due diligence has
Okay,
been done.
we got the point. This foster woman laid on top of this child
With her
because
big ass and
now,
killed him.
now it sounds like from what the child might have had some kind of issues or something like that, but still, I mean, he's 10 years
He's a
old.
kid, man.
He's a child. He's 10 years old, and you're going to lay on top of him. Now the problem comes in that this is the woman that laid on top of him. And y'all know I'm about to fucking go off. So, this is the lady that was laying on top of him. This bitch weighs 340 pounds. Look at it. Look at it right here. This big fat fucking bitch right here killed this child with her fupa. Okay?
Yeah, she did.
I mean, he was acting up so I laid on. Come on, you bitch. Throw this cunt under the jail. Take the rest of her kids with her. I'm so sorry.
They
The reason they
took
haven't.
Derek Chauvin to jail right away.
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
bitch took 3 months to get arrested.
She ain't even arrested yet.
She's not even arrested
I don't think
yet?
so. This bitch right here, they probably waiting for one of them extra cells, big cells, something. And you know what? First, like, oh, you're being so mean. You're body shaming. You're fat shaming. You know what? I'm a fat dude. I can talk about fat people.
fat
Kind
too.
of like how black people can say the N word and I can't. Guess what? I'm fat, so I can talk about fat fuckers if I want to.
I
Okay.
talk about you.
Look, egg hunting squad. This bitch ate all the fucking eggs before the kids got to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the fucking truffle shuffle, man.
So, fuck this bitch. I mean, she killed this kid. Obviously, he might have been a crack baby or something. We don't know. He was in foster care because his own parents can't take care of him. Come on.
He didn't deserve to die.
And you gonna lay on top
Yeah,
of
he
him?
didn't deserve
You
to fucking die.
weigh 340 pounds. And you're gonna lay on top of a 10-year-old? Come on. She deserves life imprisonment.
Agreed.
And all she can eat is salad with no dressing. Just
You know what they're gonna
lettuce.
say though? You know what they're gonna say, Iceman? They're gonna fucking fall back on the intent. And
Oh yeah,
where it's
that's
gonna go.
exactly what they're gonna do.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, looks like I wouldn't even do that to Roy. I mean, she'd probably kill Roy. Well, I do
Yeah.
like Roy, even though Roy's had a tough time of it.
She might kill one of us, dude. if she
Oh
sat
yeah.
on
Oh
us.
yeah. I mean, they did. I think they did say when they searched her, they did find that missing midget, and it was stuck in her butt crack that like for like last year or something like that. So okay, that's the end of that. Fuck this fat bitch and killing that kid with her fupa and shit like that. She deserved. I mean, just fucking stupid.
I mean, that kid had been struggling for minutes, dude, and she fucking didn't let up on him.
Yeah.
God damn.
So let's vote for some hot nuts. Maybe he'll stay or come back. Maybe he won't. I don't know. Maybe they lost electricity or something.
He said he lost power.
My hot nut is like I said, my hot nut is the Washington AG for fucking the Washington AG for trying to sue the fucking sheriff's office for doing their job.
Yep.
That's who I'm voting for. We got Fatty McFatterson that squished a kid to death. We'll use her for the hot nut.
I'm gonna say those dumbass cops in Worcester, Massachusetts are fucking mine, man. Those guys were stupid doing that shit they did.
Oh,
the guys
the
having
prostitution
sex with the
one,
prostitutes and shit. Yeah.
Okay, that's the three we'll vote on. You, Bill says he's going with the fat bitch.
Okay.
And you going sir? So we got someone want to vote for the fat chick on Roy.
Oh, you got fat kid killer bitch.
Doing a PC update. Yours is the Airman. Okay. So right now we got the fat bitch is winning. Anybody else
fuck them hoes?
want to get Kelly's she's jumping in on the fat bitch
you guys
too.
are all going with the fat bitch?
Fat bitch is on a roll.
All right, I'll go with the fat bitch.
No, you can't
too.
change your
I
vote.
can't
That's against
change.
the
I
rules.
wanna
No,
change.
you can't.
I'm like the Ukraine,
no,
man. I'm
this
changing
is
my position.
No, you can't. Trent says he's got to go with the swamp donkey. I'm pretty sure he's talking about the fat bitch too.
Okay, swamp donkey. All right.
So it looks like she's got like 5 or 6 votes.
Damn, I got my ass kicked.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
The fat woman is winning it. So that's who we're going to give it to.
All right.
So let's jump over to the, I'll do it while I'm over here. So we're going to jump over here with that. And let me put the music on.
Hot nut, your mom should have swallowed you. You are a fucking hot nut. A true fucktard. Hot nut, your dad would be disappointed if you knew who he was. Hot nut of the week.
She ate all the nuts.
She is nuts. And she probably voted for fucking Kamala Harris.
Hot nut like you. Shit, you such a hot nut. I think you have birdseed on your face. Free birds, stop nutting on them. Holstera put that up. I said no. No, you can't nut on them. Damn bots, don't do that. You nasty fuckers. Hot nut gets the crew excited, as you can see. Be happy, it's only for a week. Do better, hot nut. You fucking nut. Hot nut,
Fupa
your
killer.
mom should have swallowed you. You are a fucking hot nut. A true fucktard.
That's her right there. Look at her. This cunt right here.
Disappointed if you knew who he was. Hot nut of the week. Who is that? Your brain is made of nuts.
So she ate all the cum cakes. She ate every one of them.
All of them, dude.
Well, since you back?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Since it was Jim's was the second time here. We did the extra one last night. What else I got in here? Oh, I forgot I bought those. Look, if anybody wants to mail me anything for Easter, I'm just gonna let y'all know. This right here, Cadbury fucking eggs are my favorite fucking Easter candy ever. I love them.
Too rich for me, bro.
Yeah. Well, you gotta be a real man to eat Cadbury eggs.
Dude, it's too much sugar.
Very strong chair. Yeah, that was a very strong chair. But anyway, since his old Jimmy boy's here, first time on here.
Yeah, on the week, yep.
I got him these for a gift. So
I get a gift.
Yes, he gets his very own bag of real hot nuts right here.
Nice.
So Here you go.
I need these for when I go to bed tonight. And
So-
the motherfuckers got me in the bar out there, and it's fucking no heat.
No, let me hit.
I'm out here. Look, I come down from Michigan. I'm like,
no
I don't bring any
idea.
of my winter clothes because I think it's Louisiana. It's gonna be hot as fuck. It's like 40 fucking degrees at night. I'm freezing my balls off. I got like a little skinny ass blanket, barely goes over my ass. He's in there warm in the hot tub. I called him the other morning.
I'm like, I'm laying in a hot bathtub. He's like, I'm freezing.
He did the same shit to me. I was inside of my blazer with the fucking heater on.
Were you? He didn't even let you sleep in the bar?
No, he could sleep in there. He just went outside.
No,
It's
I
cold.
could have slept in the bar, but my kids and the old lady were in the bar.
Oh,
So,
okay.
because the bedroom is.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's not.
So
It's not
I was in the fucking clubhouse, fucking hanging out on the. I just used his great grandmother's fucking hand knitted blanket to cover up with. That's
some
great.
heirloom.
Yeah, it's some
You didn't use it
heirloom.
as a cum rag, did you?
No. There was no coming in the clubhouse. I was too fucking cold. Watch it when you step off that porch. You step into that mud.
Yeah, dude, I almost sank
Thankfully-
up to my fucking knees.
It might be some of that. Look, I appreciate everybody watching. I think it was a great show. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Tell your friends. Tell your frenemies. Come join us next Wednesday live. See what we got. See what we got going on. And everybody stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. And remember, ain't no fucking sheepdogs down here. We're all lions. Peace.
Peace out.
Made it to the end. Hope y'all were entertained at your laughs. If you were offended, fuck off.
No, Kelly, Iceman
Crew
Chair don't
hopes
have
to see you back next week.
roller chair.
Same time, same place, bring a friend to foe. We are the lions, kings of the jungle. We don't take no shit. Were you offended by the podcast? Too much cursing, not PC enough. Well, fuck your feelings.